George and Seb rolling down the road, RGT riding shotgun a heavy load. Pastor Longhorn waiting to unfold. In El Paso, Texas, tales been told. One arm big, a sight to see. Pastor preach, set you free. George and Seb, they bend the knee. RGT nodding yes in glee.
What's up and welcome to the Unofficial Controller Podcast, your weekly video game podcast. The best one in the UK, the best one in Korea, the best one in Tokyo, Germany, and what was the other one he's been bragging about lately? Cambodia? Was that it? There was another one. There was another country. Nigeria. That's a good one. Shout out to all you people listening worldwide. With yours truly, Seb, aka Sebastian, aka Mr. Triple S himself. And joining me, as always, is the Santa Baby himself, the Mr. Marathon Gaming, the King of the Switch. This is Marathon Gaming Scotty. Hey, how you doing, man?
Hey. I'm very, very good, Seb. And you are the gin to my tonic, the JD to my lemonade. I'm trying to think of some alcoholic beverages, but I've got water in front of me, so it's difficult. You're the whiskey to my ice, baby.
Whiskey to the ice. Do you drink whiskey with ice?
I drink whiskey just with ice. My favourite whiskey is called Canada Club. It's a Canadian one, and it is delicious. That's my favourite. Very cheap in the UK. You can get it for like $10 a bottle in Tesco. So if you're in the UK, head to Tesco's, get yourself some Canada Club, put it in a little glass, a little bit of ice, have a little sip. If you don't like it, send your complaint letters to Pasta's Ranch, Longhorn Street, Longhorn 1, and we probably won't be there by then, so I don't know, your letter would be unanswered, but just enjoy the drink.
Can I ask you a question, gaming related, this one, because I do want to try that drink out. I want to ask you, on the Switch side of things, have you got your little Switch wrap up, the little like end of the year thing where it tells you what games you've been playing, how many games you've been playing for the Switch? That
Do you
sort
know
of thing?
what? I got that email through today.
What?
Today or yesterday, and I didn't actually read it, so we could do a live reveal.
I think we should.
It's funny you mentioned that. So that must have come from Nintendo themselves.
Oh, yeah.
So let me see if I can find it. Yeah, your 2024 Nintendo Switch. For some reason, it calls me Slew Dog for some reason. Slew Dog. I must have made it Slew Dog. It must have been my original account name. Right, check all your stats, see your review.
Okay.
What did you get, Seb? Come up.
I've only played 2 Switch games all this year, so not very much. My wife was probably the one who actually played it more so than I did. I think, like, what was the game that, Just Dance was, like, one of the games, and I believe Just Dance was one of them, and I think it might have been 2 Just Dances, as a matter of fact. Might have been 1 year and then another year.
Is this just you and Longhorn or you and Biscuit? Who is it that's doing the dancing?
It's my wife for sure. My wife, she is the one who's doing the Just Dances. Oh no, I think the second game was we did a quick round of Super Smash Brothers, and that was it. So Super Smash Brothers Ultimate and Just Dance. What about you? How many games popped up on there? Like 54?
Seb, it started off so well, right? This is an awesome way of... I've forgotten what my game of the year was. Can I take it back? It's not undisputed.
What?
My game of the year is a remastered game for the Switch that came out years ago. I'm going to change it. Right, I want to apologise. Anyone that works at the post office, I want to recall and retract all my death threats that I've sent to RGT. I sincerely apologise. I had a bit of a wobbly moment just before Christmas in 2024. I got a bit angry at one of our hosts. I got upset with a review. So I take that back. I retract those. RGT, I still love you, baby. I'm your biggest fan. You go, Blue. We love you, Blue.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. So we're not beefing anymore.
Yeah, we're not beefing anymore. We're back. We're best friends. Right. Red Dead Redemption. He said I kicked it off 6th of January. What a great start. Red Dead Redemption. I played through and completed that. That's my game of the year for 2024, baby. Red Dead Redemption. I don't even need to go any more than that. Right. It says you played. Okay, let's play a fun game with the listeners and yourself. Hit it
Okay.
in the Discord, play along live. So, how many games do you reckon I played in 2024 this year on the Switch?
I'm gonna say on your Switch specifically, I'm gonna say 38.
It's higher than that
Oh,
by at least 10.
by at least 10. Okay, by at least
Yeah.
10. I'm gonna say 42 then.
It's higher than that by at least 10.
No. I thought you were joking with me, and it wasn't gonna be by at least 10 for real. 52.
Well, do you know what? Add 5 to that. I'm not good at maths. 57 games I played. But this is the thing, right? There's some guys in the Discord who smash platinums. There's some guys in Discord who complete games and they're the ultimate gamers. I know Ginge is very strong in every game he plays. I know IGT gets some platinums. There's a couple of guys in the Discord that smash the platinums. They've got so many and all the trophies. Now, I'm the opposite scale of that. I am a ADHD gamer. I play a game. I get stuck on one thing, see a new shiny thing, take the cartridge out, put another one in. I only played 184 hours.
Wow.
Some people would play that on 2 games or 3 games.
You ain't lying. I think
so. That's a lot of
I got
indie games
80 of
tried.
that on Metaphor.
This will make you laugh, right? This will make you laugh. This will turn off. Some of the listeners will turn off here. This is like, you're listening to a proper show where one of your hosts says the most played games in 2024. Top game, Far Lap Horse Racing. Don't let that slip. Right, I'm changing my game of the year again. My game of the year is Far Lap, baby. Right, I've got loads of copies of it. All right.
Marathon Gaming, this is your first year under the UCP host banner. So traditionally, at the end of the year, we list off our top 10 games.
Yeah.
They provide me with their top 10 game list, and then we see how many of those cross correlate with the other co-hosts, and then by a point system, we are able to do the UCP top 10 games of that year. Your top 10 is going to mess everything up because I'm warning you now. RGT, me and George. So when it was me, George, and Bobby and RGT, I knew for the most part RGT was always the one who was kind of the odd man because he played so many old ass games that our list became so askew. You and RGT are now. I think you might give RGT a run for the money here because with Bobby, I knew that he was going to at least play modern games because he likes playing whatever's hot at the moment. Or George also likes playing for whatever's hot, but he also likes playing whatever's PlayStation centric, and he also plays I know I got him for MLB and at least 3 PlayStation exclusives every year, guaranteed. Now you though, I got half the Switch library is retro, anyways. It's remasters and remakes.
I'm evidence of that. I've said before, I don't go mad for the Nintendo IPs, ironically. I just like the fact of the convenience of the game on the Switch that I've missed out on. I mean, I can't do justice. I'm in the shadows of the Lone Ranger RGT. But I've definitely made the algorithm hold a gun to its head. It is literally holding a Smithy Wesson to its head. It doesn't know what's going on. It's about to go Kurt Cobain because it just can't handle what I'm spinning these plates. I'm putting some weird recipes on there. I don't know if you've seen that episode of Friends where Rachel makes a trifle and she puts minced beef in a dessert. That's
I've never seen a whole episode of Friends.
What? We'll save that for a spin-off show.
I've never seen a whole episode. I've seen clips of Friends, but I've never seen a whole episode of Friends.
Well, I don't want to fall out with you live on air, okay?
I'm not saying Friends is bad, but I'm just saying.
If you ever watch Friends, then maybe we can't be friends. That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
Hey, Seb, check this out. My second most played game, you're going to respect, because it's an indie game. It's a roguelike.
Okay.
Shall we play Guess the Game? Because that could be fun. So
Hades.
It's not Hades. It's from Team 17.
Ah, dang it.
It's
not Slay the Spire. It's not.
It's a co-op. It's heavily co-op. So when you play single player, you actually control 2 people. No, you don't. Sorry, I'm lying. But it's better. Most people play it as co-op. It is did you say Nordic? Nordic? It's a game that's played at sea.
That's
Team
Dredge. 17. No, Dredge is not co-op.
No. But that's Team 17, so that's a great shout. That's probably on the list as well. But this is a game I actually enjoyed. As soon as you said
Team 17, I was like, oh, that's Dredge. But no, that's not co-op.
So
Let's see.
don't know what I can do clue wise. So yeah, you're on a
It's not
You're on
Dave the Diver.
you're on a ship.
You're on a ship. It's not Dave the Diver. Is this the indie game that was very much like Overcooked, where like two people are managing the ship together?
Do you know what it is? That's a great way of saying it. Yeah, you're managing the ship, you're repairing it, you're loading the cannons, you're firing at enemies. It's
I played this
exactly
earlier
right.
this year. It's got an animated type of art style.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
I'm Connor.
And I'm Jeremy.
We're comedians. And what's worse, we're comedians who love to talk about video games. Yikes! We host a podcast called Super NPC Games Club.
On this book club style series, we discuss games like Super Mario 64, Mass Effect, and Pokemon Yellow, covering them chapter by chapter to ensure that no line of goofy dialogue or moment of developer perversion gets missed. I'm looking at you, Sonic Adventure.
If you've been dying to hear piping hot takes about the little hat Mr. X wears in Resident Evil 2, then this is the podcast for you.
So check out the Super NPC Games Club anywhere podcasts can be found, and empty your belly because it's about to be full of laughs.
Yeah. It's the sea shanties. It's like a sort of isometric top-down view of the ship. Enemies come from both sides. You plan out your routes. You get power-ups, different ammo. You get perks, and you get things that hinder, like curses that hinder your ship. If you make it through a run, beat the boss, you're on the page. I know you can see it, you can hear it, you can feel it, but it's just not coming out.
It's not. What was it?
I reckon the listeners are going to be screaming at their radios, screaming at their
Some
iPhones,
of them,
screaming.
some people don't play any games like this.
That's true.
God dang it! All right, go ahead and tell me what the title is, because I feel like I'm close.
You're very close. So you're on a ship, and some would say you're among company of fools.
Mm-hmm.
Ship of Fools is the name of the game. I know you've played it. I know you've played it. You'll be kicking yourself. That is, so it came, you're right. It's come out a long time ago. So I remember when I told you about it, I was really excited. I was buzzing. I think I talked about it on the show earlier in the year. But
it's not a bad game.
It got basically got a physical release from Super Rare Games, which is a United Kingdom publisher. They grab indie games, make a physical. The prices can go a bit silly on some of those games. They make limited copies. However, that ironically was a game that didn't sell out. It sat in stock. So because of that, the price come down a bit. I like the look of it. I enjoyed some of those co-op games, especially at the time roguelikes were just all the rage. So yeah, I played, into the tens of hours on it and had a real good time with it.
Yeah, it's a nice experience.
23 hours played. I think it took me to finally beat the game. So I think there's 3 maps, 3 bosses. So it's so much easier to player, but that is one of those one more run games. Really good fun.
I was, there was around that time, I sort of got bombarded with another game that was very similar. It is like Overcooked, but you're basically like a pit crew for like a race car team.
Yeah.
And those games sort of blended in together with me. And both of them, I think, like, the one I'm talking about is called Speed Crew. And it's like, it's an Overcooked game style, just like Sea of Fools, but you're basically like, you're a pit crew for a racing team. And you have to try to, like, get all your, like, as the cars pull into the station, you have to see what's wrong with them and then fix what's wrong with them so they can get back on the track. And the quicker you do that, the better their times will be. Sea of Fools, Overcooked, and all those are kind of like, they all blended in so well together. And they all like, Overcooked sort of like burst this dam of those like couch co-op type of games. And now there's like a string of them.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, like Moving Out. There was so many. Yeah. Even me and Mrs. Marathon Gaming, we actually played Overcooked. It starts off really fun together, and then it gets a bit stressful. Yeah. You are 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
If there's a reason why Santa Claus didn't give you your presents this year, it's because Santa Claus and Mrs. Santa Claus played Overcooked, and someone did not pack the sleigh right. That's what's happened.
You ain't lying. That would be an interesting game. Overcooked gameplay, but like Christmas themed to where you have to play as like elves getting Santa's sleigh ready.
Do you know what? That's a really good shout. Do you know what? There was a really good game. A really good game. It's a retro game. Not a lot of people played it. I actually, because it's so expensive, I think it's like an Australian power version. I brought a repro cart from like AliExpress. I know people are funny with those because they say they can burn the Mega Drive or whatever, but I mean, you can fix anything, can't you? So there's a game where you play, it's called Days Before Christmas, DAZE. So it's really cool. You'd love it. It's a bit like, is it Gianna Sisters or like Jekyll and Hyde story? So you play as Santa, and when you get a power-up ability, you turn into like, not into Krampus, but like that sort of thing. You turn into like a bad roguelike sort of, well, gone rogue Santa. So you're like the whole level changes, the atmosphere changes, a platformer. But when you're playing as like the bad Santa, that's another good Christmas recommendation. Bad Santa. We missed that off the last episode. That's an awesome one.
Bad Santa.
Bad Santa 1 and 2. But yeah, that's a really good game, guys. Check out the footage for that. Days for Christmas is good. But you know what? There's not many Christmas games, is there?
I was just about to segue and ask you this. What is your favorite game to play around the holiday season? Like, if you're trying to stay in the Christmas spirit and you think of and you think to yourself, what is your favorite game? I want to play a game with you, right quick. So we're gonna rank the top Christmas games to play during the holiday season.
I've got a few straight away I can hit you with.
I think we're gonna do 5, and we're gonna go back and forth to see if we can just narrow this down to 5.
Okay.
So
I reckon I can hit this.
All right, you go first. What's your first nominee for our list?
I reckon there's a lot of family around, and you try to get people to play easy games that everyone can play, games everyone knows. So I can think of a few straight away. There might be some sort of board gamey ones, so that everyone can play with a family, old and young. So I reckon something like Mario Party, where it's a bit of a board game style. So Mario Party could be in there. Even
Mario
things
Party's
like,
a good one.
Yeah, even things like Trivial Pursuit. That's great. You play it on the Switch, play it all with a family. Mario Kart, I reckon people are playing that at Christmas as well. It's nice and easy. Everyone knows how to play it. It's go, it's break, and no one's using a break unless you're going 250.
Let me throw out a nominee out there for here. I want to throw out Spider-Man Miles Morales. Have you played this?
I've only played Spider-Man 2 on the PS5. I have not played.
What are you doing, fam?
Look, I haven't got time to be swinging from buildings with my webs at Christmas. I want to be sitting down, eating my body weight in advent calendar chocolates and little chocolates from the tree. I wouldn't have thought of webs. I mean, they look a bit like snow if you keep flinging them out with your wrists fast enough.
So the reason why I say this is because, like, the whole theme of that game is Christmas time. Like, the whole game happens at Christmas time.
Does it?
Yeah. Like, there is a section at the very beginning of the game, light spoilers here, people, where
I'm hooked already.
You fight a major villain in a mall, and the whole mall is decorated with Christmas, and you can see people shopping around for their Christmas gifts. Okay. That's what I'm saying. This is a Christmas game.
That is then a big shout. I'm getting that. Have you got me a present yet?
Not yet. What do you want for Christmas?
Miles Morales, please.
Miles Morales? I'll see to it. I'm going to go talk to the UCP secretary right now. But, so, to be honest, though, I think that's one to where, like, what? You making me stumble here because, like, for one, why did you play Spider-Man 2 if you haven't played the Spider-Man PS4 and PS5 and also Miles Morales? Why'd you jump straight to 2?
Because basically, as a game collector, I noticed that anything Spider-Man, even on the PlayStation 3, and some of those, there's ones like, is it Multiverse? There's some where they're quite expensive and they're always collectible. Everyone talks about them. Everyone raved about how good Spider-Man was on the PS4. And basically, I was in a position where I had a bit of extra income, like a bonus through work, and there was nothing we needed at home. I hadn't made the step up from Switch to the current generation console. So I was at a point where I was deciding whether to go Xbox or PS5. PlayStation 5 that week, as I was making decision, dropped Spider-Man 2 limited edition console with the panels and the controller. So I brought that and got the digital code. So my first game that I played, actually it wasn't the first game because I had to wait a few weeks for it, but I brought it literally specifically for that. So I heard everyone going on about it, heard you guys talking about it on the show, and before I joined, I told you my stats. I don't beat any game.
I was wondering, I was like, if this was one, you beat Undisputed technically.
Other than my sausage, I'm beating nothing. I'm not beating any of these games. I did beat Undisputed, that's true. But that's because I am
Undisputed.
I am the Undisputed champ. Undisputed Scotty. I told you that. I mean, Longhorn
How many
United
divisions?
me that.
How many divisions are you champion?
I'm at least a free-weight world champion.
Okay.
And let's be honest, if that was the real world, they would call me pound for pound Scotty. They would call me that.
Oh, I like that name. I like that name.
Free weights. But I mean, stepping up from featherweight to heavyweight is quite an achievement. I mean, he's put on some weight. I don't know. He's grew in height. I don't know what he's done.
All right. So Spider-Man Miles Morales. Like, I think you can find that game for around $10, Scotty. That one is one you probably need to pop. And the cool thing is, you would probably beat this for sure because it's 6 hours long.
Yeah, it's physical, £20 right now. 20 Great British pounds in Argos.
Okay. You
That
might
is
be able to find like a used copy, like less than that.
I think you're right.
But I'm telling you, that game is like 6 to 8 hours. And 8 hours might get you a platinum on that one. So
yeah,
I'm like,
I heard it was a bit of a DLC game. Like it's just a little something to spin your website.
It's a standalone game. Like, it's a full-fledged standalone game. Like, I would argue you could play this without having any knowledge of the first game. Not only because it gives you a recap of what happened in the first game, but like, you can still play this. Since it's introducing a new character with a new set of villains and a new set of like movesets and everything like that, you don't have to play Spider-Man to actually play Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Other than Uncle Ben and MJ, how much lore is there to Spider-Man?
At that first game, there's quite a bit because like the whole city goes kaput in a lot of different ways. So like that first game does have a lot of like backstory and meat to it, but like because you also know about like Aunt May and all that kind of different things and what happens to these like core Spider-Man characters, because like Spider-Man, the PS5 / early or late PS4 / PS5 version, it doesn't follow a lot of the traditional comic book arcs. So that one kind of does have a lot more meat to it, but I would probably say play Spider-Man Miles Morales, especially if you want to like a game that keeps you in the holiday season and one that's like really circled around Christmas.
I will. That is saying it's Christmas themed is all I need. And the fact you said it's a short game, that appeals to me. So I do get satisfaction in completing games, and there's only very little. I mean, like I said on the previous show, I completed Gibbon Amongst the Trees, and it's because it is literally a 2 to 3 hour game. I just sat there like a movie. I played through it, and I got great satisfaction in seeing the end credits come up. I gave myself a pat on the back, and I went to the end of the bed, and I said, Pasta, please can I have some more milk and a biscuit? I've been a very good boy today. But George ate all the biscuits again.
Okay, all right, so we got George ate all the biscuits. That's funny. So we do got that one. Do you have anything else you would like to nominate for our top 5 Christmas games that people should play?
Yeah, I think Mario Kart. Yeah, I think so. So I haven't really gone Christmas theme. I'm just trying to think of things that are convenient with all the family around. I mean,
we got 2 different philosophies here because
we have gone 2 different. That's
this theme.
Yeah. I've gone with practicality of it, but that might be quite nice to see if we get a little common ground between the two of them. Go on, hit us with. Bring the list up. You've dangled the carrot in front of Rudolph's nose long enough.
Okay, I got another game I would nominate is Batman Arkham Origins, because the whole game, once again, happens around Christmas time. It is Christmas themed. Even some of the inmates will sing Christmas like carols and such like that as you fly around Gotham. It like the whole game is centered around like the night before. I think it's either the night before Christmas or like the 12 days before Christmas. Like da 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 da. the whole like Batman is wanted the 12 days before Christmas, and it's like all these like rogues are after him. Have you ever played Arkham Origins, by the way?
No, I get confused which one I've played, to be honest with you. I can't remember. They all blend into one Arkham. I can't remember which one it was. It was very, very good, but I just struggled with the difficulty of it, with some of the detective. You know, you've been a bit of a detective working out what way bullets come through and angles, looking at clues and stuff. I struggle with that, but I love the actual game in itself.
Okay, all right. So Arkham Origins, basically, it is very winter heavy and very holiday themed. So you could see like throughout the whole game, you'll see Christmas trees, you'll see like people and bad guys and like in the Santa hats and such like that. You'll have a ridiculously cool boss fight with Deathstroke. You have like it's like the gothic vibe meets like Christmas time, and you even have like Christmas carols that some of the bad guys sing sometimes. I think that one's a dope one. What's another one that I would recommend?
There was that night, might have been all retro. I mean, there was that night before Christmas sort of game where it's like a Dreamcast or Saturn game, you know, where you sort of flew through the sky, almost like a bit like a shmup, but you're controlling a character. For sure, that was cool. One. That was pretty good.
Let me think. Here's another one I'd recommend for Christmas time. Like, and it's a Christmas game. Like Christmas time.
I got one as well. I got a good one.
Okay. You go first then.
Okay. I know we talked about it on the previous show with Christmas movies. Now, this game was awesome, and it was like a 3-in-1 pack. I remember playing it, putting the big head cheats on. There was a driving section. There's an arcade game where it's like third person, like a bit of a beat 'em up. And that was big in the arcades back in the day. But I remember it most for the first person shooter view through the airport. There was a Die Hard trilogy. Die Hard trilogy was an awesome game. And that was one that sort of slipped me by, to be honest with you. I haven't thought about that. I have to real rattle my brain in terms of Christmas games. Even when I play Die Hard trilogy, I don't think I'm playing a Christmas game. But if it's a movie at Christmas, why the hell ain't it a Christmas game?
That's a good one. I'm going to say Saints Row 4, how the Saints save Christmas. So right now, if you buy Saints Row 4 and buy the Ultimate Edition, I believe like the small little expansion comes with it. It's very silly, and it's just about like how the Saints that you play.
I had the third one. Yeah, I had the third one. They're hella silly.
Which one?
The third one, I think it was Saints Row. It was just called Saints Row the Third, I think. I remember getting
Saints
that.
Row the Third, yeah.
It's literally, isn't it? It's Grand Theft Auto, but with long, wobbly, I don't want to say, and get flagged. Yeah, I'll leave it there. But yeah, the weapons are a little bit on the top shelf side.
Adult-centric.
Yeah, that's it. Very much so. So adult theme, and it is really fun. And the things you can do to people with the storylines and cutscenes is absolutely hilarious. Yeah, I think it was Saints Row the Third. It even had a call like online. We could go around and collect all the cards. It was really, really good. But I haven't played any since then.
Saints Row 3 is my favorite one. Like, I played all 4, but Saints Row 3 is the one where like they have Kanye West's like power as you jump out of like, I believe it was like a helicopter onto a skyscraper, and you're just mowing down all these bad guys to take over their like territory. So good. It was wacky back in the day. I got another one that I want to nominate. And this one is Dead Rising 4. Have you played Dead Rising? Any of those games?
Yes, I love Dead Rising. Dead Rising and Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead, I loved more co-op with a friend back in the day. Dead Rising, I feel like I just played single player. I haven't played them for a long time, but I loved them probably 360 era.
Okay. Dead Rising 4 was, I think, like PS4, Xbox One era, if I remember correctly. This one is the worst of the Dead Rising games, but it is the most Christmas of the Dead Rising games. So Dead Rising 4, technically, it takes place after Christmas, but the city and all of like the people around it abandoned ship during the holiday. So all the decorations are still up. And consistently, the game has this real funky Christmas feel to it. It's like the cheery spirit of Christmas versus you playing as the guy, I believe his name was Frank West, and you're just mowing down all these zombies.
I could just see they're dressed up as elves. Dead Rising 4, yeah? I think it's just come up. Just see the screenshots. Oh, man, I've got to play that. You're right. It was Xbox One sort of era, 100%.
Yeah,
Coming
so
back to me.
So I think those are really good Christmas games. What do you think about our list, man?
I think that's a great. I don't think I ever give it enough thought when I'm playing the games. Other than the retro ones, I never really stop and think because obviously I don't feel like they come out at Christmas. I think they just happen to stick a bit of a wacky theme in there, and you get the odd Christmas level. But you don't really, unless you're playing it at Christmas, you kind of don't really acknowledge it, I guess. But there's definitely some.
It depends. Like, I don't remember when Batman Arkham came out, but I do remember Spider-Man, like, Miles Morales came out around the launch of the PS5, and it was, like, November.
Yeah, that's like a Black Friday deal, so that's clever, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, so that felt very Christmassy.
Yeah, that's a great shout, and you'll have great memories of that. So you've got a bit of nostalgia with it. As the years go on, the fact that game, at least a year old now, and you're bringing that up, so that would have come out a good 2 years ago, I guess, 2-3 years.
Oh, yeah, Capcom also put out the night before Christmas a video game.
Yeah.
It's called Night Before Christmas Oogie's Revenge. And
I mean, there's one. Sorry, Seb, go on. I was just going to say, just have a quick look on my phone of what they're classified as Christmas game, and some of the Yakuza games popped up. It's a shame we haven't got George with us today, so we could share some light with us for that.
Yeah, he would probably make the art. Like, I don't know where George would fall, because, like, Yakuza games, like, they don't necessarily take place around Christmas, but they take place around, like, a long calendar year, and a lot of those, like, happen to be, like, Christmas time happens to fall in there. Like...
Listen, crime doesn't sleep. Crime doesn't stop. It doesn't have a day off. There'll be crimes on Christmas Day, so the Yakuza are there.
Nah, it's sort of like, how a lot of people consider, like, Harry Potter a Christmas movie? Like, especially the Sorcerer's Stone? Because, like, Harry and all of his friends celebrate Christmas in the movie, but a lot of that movie takes place through the calendar year of the school year. But a lot of people are like, oh, that's a Christmas movie.
Mate, people would justify it. George said to me the other day, right, he said that he wraps tinsel around his baseball bat just so he can say MLB The Show is a Christmas game. That's what he told me.
I can actually believe that. So everyone, let us know what your favorite Christmas game is, and let us know what games you like to play during the holiday season. Do you like to play the new games you get during Black Friday season, or do you have a special Christmas routine? Anyways, before we go, we're going to read out the Patreons who have kindly given with their hearts to help the UCP grow. We're calling them the backbone, the warriors, if you will, of the UCP. You can join the list and get a whole lot of fun stuff and fun little shenanigans associated with being a high member of the UCP family. What can you get, Santa Baby, if you happen to want to like donate to the UCP?
Well, if you pop $3 into Santa's sleigh, you get your name read out on every show, like you're about to hear now. If you pop $5 on the end of the mince pie and carrot, give a little bit to Rudolph, a little bit to Santa himself. You'll get read out on every show, plus art merch yearly. But if you want to pay $8 and get in the sleigh himself with the big red man, the big fat man, you get read out on every show, art merch yearly, access to the unglorious chat, and I believe there's even quarterly Zoom chats with the big dog Triple S, the big dog RGT, the big dog George UCP, the big dog Bobby, and the small Chihuahua Scotty, baby.
Scotty, man, I think you might be the biggest dog of them all.
I've got a small bite.
Okay. I figured if you were kind of the dog variety, the canine variety, you would probably be something along the lines of a Labrador.
That's a great shout. Very, very, like a golden retriever. Very loyal, but gets hair everywhere. Bit of a pain. Bit slobbery.
I can see you being Air Bud.
Yeah.
Is Air Bud a Christmas movie? I'm sure they made one Christmas Air Bud.
I'm glad you said, though, for everyone to let us know in the Discord. If you want to join the Discord, just click on the show notes from wherever you're listening to this from, and there'll be a link on there. And it's a little chat room, basically, like a forum. If you're not sure what it is, there's an app you can download for free on your phone. Anyone can open the Discord. There's an invite link. Click on it, and you join, you're in. You can meet these guys. You can chat to these guys. I'm glad you said, let us know what Christmas games. What's their favourite Christmas games? Because you've made me think, Seb, but I'm actually quite deprived. I don't have any. I'm deprived of a Christmas video game memories. I haven't actually got any, I've realised. I've got a lot of gaming memories. And like, I know we spoke previously on a previous show about our favourite Christmas films, but you've made me realise I don't have a favourite Christmas game. I don't even have a top 3 or a top 5 or a top 10. I don't have a 1. So please let me know. Tag me in the chat. I don't know what to play. I've got what? Thank God to Seb, you beautiful man, because I'm going to get the Miles Morales game. So thank you, you sexy thing.
Thank you. Let us know what you think about Miles Morales when you play it. Everybody else, we're going to read out our super tier members right now. Let me pull up the list right here. Let me see. You already have it though, don't you?
I've got it.
Can you get us started real quick?
Yeah, sure. We have got the one, the only Carlos. He's Carlos, baby. You got to say Carlos. That's how he says it. Carlos.
I like that.
And
I absolutely like that.
We have the man that is so strong, so firm. He's like a boomerang. You throw him in the sky, he comes back, he returns. His firm returns. The king, the god.
Have we got to Trestles in New York yet?
We just did just then, Seb. We just said it.
We got
you
to
just said it.
Trestles, New York.
Welcome to New York. Concrete jungle with Mr. Trestles. Do not turn your volume down. There is not a cat stuck underneath the tyres of your vehicle. That was the sound of me serenading you. And that is what just happened. And then we have got Star.
All right.
Being Star.
We also have Tingleton.
Then we have got the challenge accepted king himself. Legend of the Discord community. Effort level is 11 out of 10. That is digital monkery.
Roasted Space. The Pain. Rat. Oh, Marathon Gaming.
Why is that weird-headed man still on that list? We need to get rid of him. I don't know why he's contributing.
I think you have a very leveled-headed.
I've got a hat on, so you can't see how weird my head is. I don't know if this is audio only.
I'm not gonna lie. If you took that hat off and your head was cone-shaped, I would bust out laughing.
My forehead's so big, Longhorn can fit 8 cowboy hats under this baseball cap. That's how long my forehead is. My forehead's so big, Sealmaster Elliot hasn't got enough cling film or polyplastic. What goes around games? What do you call that plastic? Plastic wrap?
I would just call that plastic wrap, yeah.
Okay, plastic wrap. Anyway, we go back onto course. Sealmaster Elliot, thank you very much for supporting the show. It's the lovely Emma Sharp. Yeah.
And Harvey Retro.
Now, a long, long time ago, the continents were connected. Africa was part of Europe. North America was part of Europe. Asia was part of Europe. Everything was Africa. Then one day, something happened that shook the ground. It divided and created water between land, and mass was created.
What happened
Continents formed. And then we managed to get cities years later. One of those cities is Berlin. Now, this guy, nowhere near Berlin, is nowhere near Berlin. Nowhere.
Someone said he's the Carmen Sandiego of the UCP. We don't know where he's at, but we know he's nowhere near Berlin. And next up, it is Mumsy.
And then we got, you know me, it's RGT, the fan club, RG.
Pete Brookhurst.
And then we have got Mr. Billy Marmite Baby.
Holla.
We'll come back to Carlos. Carlos got 2 shout-outs. And then we have got Simon. Sometimes people call him Simone. It depends on, where you live. But I'm going to call him Simon. Simon Price, because he is Mr.
All right, everyone. Those are the readouts for this episode. Everybody, thank you so much for being a UCP member. Also, if you want to leave us comments, you can do so in the Discord, the UCP email, and the lovely Instagram account that we also have. Don't forget about that. Everybody, I've been Sebastian. That's been Santa Baby himself, Mr. Marathon Gaming. Marathon, do you have anything you want to shout out before we go?
I just want to say, I hope everyone had a pleasant 2024, and I hope everyone has a fantastic 2025. Big love to the families, and big thanks to everyone who supported the show. Every time someone has downloaded the back catalogue, every time someone hit follow on Spotify, or commented on YouTube, or shared it with a friend or a neighbour, keep doing the same thing. Go into 2025, spreading the word, whatever country you're from, whatever city, whatever town, tell everyone. You need to listen to us on the airwaves. Tell them why. Send them a little link to their phone. Make sure you share the show and share the love in 2025.
All right, everyone, you heard it right there. Share that sweet, nasty love. It is me. It is me.
Sweet,
It is
nasty
me.
love.
Sweet, nasty love. You heard it, everyone. Go check out his fantastic YouTube channel. You can find it at Marathon Gaming on YouTube.com. You can find me on the Single Player Experience podcast. Until next time, I've been Seb. That's it, Mr. Marathon Gaming. And we're out, everybody. Bye. Peace.
George and Seb rolling down the road, RGT riding shotgun a heavy load, Pastor Longhorn waiting to unfold. In El Paso, Texas, tales been told. One arm big, a sight to see. Pastor preach, preach, set you free. George and Seb, they bend the knee. RGT nodding yes in glee. Join the cult in El Paso town, where Pastor Longhorn's got his crown. One arm high, the other down. We're the wildest show around. Sunday's hot, the desert air. George and Seb both feel the glare. Longhorn's words hang everywhere. Salvation found without a care. Sunday's hot, the desert air. George and Seb both feel the glare. Longhorn's words hang everywhere. Salvation found without a care. RGT plays a sacred tune underneath the El Paso moon. Longhorn grins from afternoon to the night, they'll see it soon. Join the cult in El Paso town, where Pastor Longhorn's got his crown. One high, the other down. We're the wildest show George and Seb rolling down the road. RGT riding shotgun, a heavy load. Pastor Longhorn waiting to unfold. In El Paso, Texas, tales been told. One arm big, a sight to see. Pastor preach, preach, set you free. George and Seb, they bend the knee. RGT nodding yes in glee. Join the cult in El Paso town, where Pastor Longhorn's got his crown. One arm high, the other down. We're the wildest show around. Sunday's hot, the desert air. George and Seb both feel the glare. Longhorn's words hang everywhere. Salvation found without a care. Sunday's hot, the desert air. George and Seb both feel the glare. Longhorn's words hang everywhere. Salvation found without a care. RGT plays a sacred tune. Underneath